How you doing, fight fans? This is Boxing Knowledge coming at you once again. Um, wow, I feel a little bit ashamed because I received this shirt that I'm wearing right now a few months ago, along with another shirt from one of my viewers. All right, it's called the Countryman's Fist. Here it is, right here. Google it. Go to eBay. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on it. The stars, they seem to be like a pretty cool style around my area. So, big ups. I'm sorry, I totally forgot who sent it to me. But I figure it's better late than never, right? Um, I guess wearing a Manny Pacquiao T-shirt really shows that my bias is towards Manny Pacquiao. But as you can tell um, through my videos, I have a very, very high percentage of picking the right fighter, somewhere around 90, mid 80s. Um, few little controversial bouts here and there, but that's boxing. It happens, right? Um, all right, let's get down to it. This is part two of the Mayweather Mosley post fight thoughts, as well as a little reiteration on a potential matchup, mega fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Um, I don't know why, but I feel compelled to give a big shout out to my boy Naptown Born. His videos lately have been crazy. Been really, it's like I would encourage you to look at his page. You know, they're just progressively getting more honest. Um, they're progressively getting more logical. And I think he was 1 for 1 last time around. But in any case, very entertaining. The guy knows what he's talking about. So, big ups to Naptown Born. Um, but anyway, now that I'm done my shout outs, all right, guys, let's get down to the post fight thoughts. Okay. As I mentioned to you earlier before, Mayweather was caught in the second round. He was hurt. Um, he showed the true heart of a champion. He showed why he is Floyd Mayweather Jr. He refuses to lose. He wasn't about to be embarrassed in front of all those people, and after all his little escapades, and he was there to win, and he won. And he won convincingly. He dominated Mosley after that second round. But we didn't see anything that we haven't seen before. Like I stated to you earlier, to beat Mayweather, you gotta get to him early. At least hurt him bad early. Hurt him a few times. Mayweather was probably hurt that one last right hand that Mosley hit him with, where his knees buckled. It all started with a right hand, but then Mayweather grabbed his arm, recovered a little. But then when he was trying to throw, I believe it was a right hand of his own or a right hook. Mayweather just caught him. I mean, Mosley got lucky and just caught him, and he almost went down, but he did not go down. So now that we all know what happened, isn't it crazy that after a masterful, dominant performance by Floyd Mayweather Jr., no one can stop talking about the second round um, when he was hurt? You know, in there lies the key. Okay, we've seen him 3, 4 numerous times hurt early. Okay, caught early, uncomfortable early. That's the strategy. Let's not talk about strategy, guys. Guys, Mosley, if you really look at it, was not moving around too much. He was doing a lot of feints. He even said during the whole fight he felt tight. He wasn't loose. I'm not using that as an excuse to diminish Mayweather's dominating victory over Sugar Shane Mosley. But and I'm not going to mention his age or anything like that. But I'm going to say that Mosley had no movement. He didn't have the volume of punches. He was tight. He didn't have much to offer after that second round. I think we were very lucky as fight fans to see that Mosley can actually catch Mayweather. Um, then Mayweather just didn't let it happen. He focused, he relaxed, he went in there, took care of business, and gave us our money's worth for the first time in a long time. So just want to give a shout out to Mayweather. First one that I'm doing actually. Um, I just don't like Mayweather, but I mean, what can I say? You gotta respect him. You gotta love his absolute pure ability. So. Um, guys, now that I've pretty much done my post-fight thoughts, okay, guys, let's turn our attention to the potential mega fight between Pacquiao and Mayweather. Guys, I'm never tired of talking about this subject. If I could convince at least one person just one person why Pacquiao is going to beat Mayweather, my mission is done. Someone who's on the fence. Look, it's very, very simple. Okay? Floyd Mayweather Jr. does not have the reflexes that he once had. Okay? Let's all agree that he's past his prime. Is he still very, very good? Yes. But his his super stardom, his super ability, his peak, his pinnacle, his prime, I believe ended at 140 pounds. Okay? We all know that a prime Sugar Shane Mosley would have, if not beaten Mayweather, made it a very, very close fight. Okay? A well past his prime De La Hoya fought Mayweather to a split decision. Mosley beat De La Hoya twice, although the second fight he was on steroids, and it was quite competitive. It could have gone either way. But you know, I believe. Okay, now let's get to the technical aspect, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place here, but I'm a bit pressed for time. Pacquiao has too much movement for Floyd. I understand that Floyd won't come after Mosley. I mean, Pacquiao the way that he did after Mosley. I understand that, and he shouldn't. He should box. He should keep doing what he does best and absorb all the punches. But guys, think about it. Manny Pacquiao has a lot of foot movement. He's got head movement. He's got upper body movement. Granted, the styles of his previous opponent has not allowed him to move his head much, but he can move his head. He can move his upper body movement. You know, what can I say? Manny Pacquiao's got too much movement on his lower extremities, his legs. They're great. He can move. He can duck a lot of Floyd's counters. Okay, yeah, people say he's off balance. Emmanuel Stewart's been saying Manny Pacquiao's been off balance ever since the beginning of his career. But I mean, that still hasn't stopped him from being defined as the best boxer of this era, best fighter, should I say? He's a boxer puncher. Manny Pacquiao is going to take Mayweather, and I believe he could win a close decision, or he could be KO. I think he's going to KO him. I think that Manny will be able to avoid the counters. Will be able to get inside. Will be able to keep pressuring him. Mostly it was a stationary target who just kept eating right hands. Little feints here and there, and moving, left, right, and catching him, and the one he committed to the punch and just give him a left jab and boom, hit him with the right hand over the top and caught him, and didn't waste any time and try to capitalize when Mayweather was just too smart. But Manny Pacquiao is a guy who's going to throw 5, 6, 7 punch combinations. Look at Mosley; he was doing ones and twos, guys, ones and twos. Pacquiao will throw 4 or 5 punch combinations, and he won't stop. And he'll pin Mayweather against the ropes. And I don't know if he'll cut off the ring because maybe that's not the blueprint of beating Mayweather. There is no blueprint to beat Mayweather. But I'll promise you one thing. If there's a mini blueprint, that is getting to him early. Getting to Mayweather early. Pacquiao will be able to impose his will to get inside Mayweather's head. Pacquiao has too much head movement, throws too much volume of punches, has too much power. I don't think that. I think that the fight. I don't think it'll be like a first or second round knockout. The fight will probably end around 6 rounds. Maybe. You know what? It might even be a KO by a cumulative punch. But Mayweather cannot take the punishment of all those flush left and right hands, which they're both. Guys, I'm ending this video. Pacquiao's a very heavy-handed fighter with a lot of speed, a lot of head movement, but most important, footwork. He will be able to penetrate Floyd's defense because he's too fast. He's too fast. He's too powerful. Mayweather has never faced someone with the caliber of Manny Pacquiao. Okay, vice versa. You got to look at the flip side to the coin. I don't think that Pacquiao has faced someone with the technical skill that Mayweather possesses. But Marquez is a pretty good, reference point there. Maybe not on the same level, but excellent technical boxers. I'll leave you guys that. Subscribe.